The quality of the data that we get from the RV Falcor's sonar system is wonderful. The maps themselves have revealed the stunning complexity of the topography of these seascapes. Notable highlight, of course, was the new discovery of the 500-metre reef that we then subsequently did an ROV dive on, and we were able to show that vision to the world.
To actually be able to map and then decide what's interesting and be able to send an ROV down and have a look at it, that's a really unusual thing.
This is the first time an ROV has done a significant survey in Australia, and Australia has over 40,000 kilometres of coastline. So one example from a dive, a spider tripod fish that in Australia was known as far north as about northern New South Wales, and now it's been found all the way up to Cape York in Australia. We discovered a small false moray eel, which is most likely a new species. So we need to do a bit more investigation about that animal and have a closer look at the footage.
There was a numbfish which was recorded. We haven't seen any live footage before. This one's actually looking at them in situ, gives us an idea of the habitat, fresh coloration, just how they behave. That enables us to really get a better understanding. So it's good just to know from a science point of view, but it's really important from a conservation and management point of view as well.
There was this interesting snake eel which was swimming along the seafloor, and it had a dark collar and some spots along the side of it. Most likely a new species. Maybe one day it will be collected and someone can put a name on it.
I actually really enjoyed. There was an egg case from a cat shark that was on a black coral. It's tied on really beautifully onto a black coral. But what was interesting is the fact that a lot of the bottom in that area is a lot of really soft sediment. And it gave me really good insights into the fact that these cat sharks, they lay egg cases, but they must rely really heavily on species such as the different black corals to be able to lay their egg cases on. Otherwise they'll get covered in sediment and won't be able to get enough oxygen.
One of the interesting things for me was seeing that thermocline, that change between temperature. I know about it theoretically, it's part of my work, it's part of my study, but to actually physically see this shimmering thermocline is, it puts a whole new perspective to the work that I do as an oceanographer. Those water masses impact climate quite significantly. So when we study those different water masses, we're understanding how the ocean is impacting the climate.
Each country has an obligation to manage its own marine jurisdictions. So I think it's important that as much as possible you explore the depths of the oceans. That also gives you some baseline data for managing potential threats like fishing and mining and other extractive industries.